Ranch homes never seem to go out of style, but when was the last time you saw a really unique ranch design? Well, it was probably at the 2005 Parade of Homes when we toured the Antigua, which is from Westridge's lifeline of homes. Well, today we're in the Antigua II, which is based off the very popular Antigua I.
Well, exactly. It was a very popular model, and what we decided to do was build another one of these homes with some changes that we'll go over in our Taylor's Wood subdivision in Menominee Falls.
Yeah, when I pulled up, I did notice there was a few changes in the outside.
Well, you know, really the outside, the big change is it's a little more square footage, it's a little wider. But we did use that same brick or stone look to the front. Now that's the same brick or stone that we used on the Geneva 5 model that we've toured in the past. This front also has those great 8-foot high double front doors made out of alder wood.
Great.
And we put those on again.
One thing that stays the same though on the inside, what you notice right away, or what I do, is these curved walls. These really stand out.
Yeah, well, you know, these were kind of a neat feature that we added just to kind of keep the foyer open to the great room, but also separate these two spaces to the right and left. Like to this side here, we put this curved wall in, but then we have this little niche area, we have a foyer closet, and we have a powder room that kind of separates this out of the foyer, but kind of keeps it right there and easy access.
Right. You've got to touch on the floors, Carl, because these really stand out. I don't think I've ever seen floors like this before. You know,
I really fell in love with these floors, and I said we have to try these out on one of our models. And actually, I've put some of these in my own home, and it's a hand-scraped hardwood floor.
Hand-scraped?
Yeah. So what they do is they come through and they kind of scrape through this and give these ridges and these bumps to it, and kind of make it old-world looking.
Yeah.
And it's quite an upcharge for these over the normal hardwood, but I mean it's an outstanding.
Well, it sounds like quite the
look.
process.
You really have to see these in person to really to get the full view of them.
Any changes in the great room here?
Well, not really. You know, this area, besides adding square footage, is really the biggest change in this area. We added several feet down the middle of this home. On this fireplace wall, this layout is really the same, though what we did was we painted the mantle instead of stained it. This was all stain unit in the Antigua I, and then we came back and did this kind of this Venetian strié paint over this to give it a kind of a contrast to the backdrop of the panels on the wall.
Carl, we were talking about some of the changes, and I think I can spot at least two major ones here in the kitchen.
Well, let me point those out. Now, these are our two big areas that we did change in the house, and it was strictly from feedback that we had from customers coming in to the Parade of Homes. One of the changes was the island, as you noticed.
Yes.
The island was a bigger square. And people are like, well, how do I reach to the middle? How am I going to utilize that area? And we're like looking at it and we're like, okay, yeah, you're right. We should probably change that and make a little more usable space back here. And so we made this more of an L-shaped and a little more cozy and gives you a little more space back here. And it was great feedback, and we decided to use it in this model.
So that feedback's important that you hear from your customers.
Absolutely. Another feedback was we had a little bit smaller, regular size range behind the island here. In the last model, it was a little bit arched, drywall, a little bit tighter. People felt it was a little too tight. It was a normal size range. And I think with the caliber of home that we're talking about here, people want more of a chef's type kitchen with the big 48-inch range.
Yeah, it is nice.
And this nice, beautiful mantle. We put these really neat corbels on here, and as you can see, we painted these and glazed these and highlighted these and did like a strié on this mantle, similar to the mantle above the fireplace.
Matches.
Service. It has everything you need there.
Now, the Antigua is a split bedroom design. You've got a couple bedrooms back there and a gigantic master back here.
Let me show you that master bedroom. We did make a lot of changes there.
It's nice that you enter the master bedroom from that little mini hallway.
Well, you know, I think it's a necessity in any master suite to have that privacy factor, and having that little hallway leading off of any main area of the house gives you that privacy. Now, as you can see, this room is quite a bit larger. This was reaped some of the square footage that we added and some of the benefit of that. And I believe in the last house we had a walk-in closet on one side and a double closet on the other.
Now they're both walk-in?
Yeah, now they're both walk-in. The big change in the bathroom is that walk-in shower.
We were joking about the shower.
Yeah.
It's so big you can lay down and take a shower in case you're really tired.
Right. It's like over 3 foot wide and 7 foot long. I mean, and it's all ceramic tile with a nice glass door on it. It is the king of showers. And I think that this type of house needs those little bit higher end amenities. Yeah. This house is only around 2,200 square feet, but it packs full of that really quality stuff. I was going
to say, there's quality here.
And you don't need a huge ranch to live in a really first-class home, and with a really good price point as well.
Now you have 2 other bedrooms on the other side of the home, and another full bathroom.
We do. It's kind of a Jack and Jill setup. There is another little hallway that leads you into those bedrooms. Again, that privacy factor. You want to be able to break away and have some privacy when you get to the bedrooms.
All right, and last but not least, I know you have a finished lower level.
We do. We have a few changes down there. Let me show you those.
Now, Carl, I know this is not a walkout lower level, but still there's a lot of light and height in here.
Well, you know, again, you can finish any basement. You don't have to have a walkout to finish a lower level. We did go a 13-course basement, so we have like 9-foot-high ceilings here. And we did put a lot of recessed lights down here, so it still gives you a lot of light.
Yeah,
and it's very
livable, usable space.
And it doesn't seem like you're in a lower level like most our lower levels.
Yeah.
When you walk straight down, as you can see, we put a nice game table right here. And we put this beautiful bar area. A lot of people don't want the full walk-behind type bar, but they still want a spot for beverages and wines and other items.
Carl, it looks different down here because I know you moved the fireplace back, so you have more space in here.
Well, you know, we
correct?
did. And then right over here, we add this nice bar top countertop where you can sit and enjoy the fireplace on a bar stool, or you can view the TV back here on the wall.
A lot of feedback later, and we've got the Antigua II.